Hello, welcome back, Box1 here, and I did say that I would do a sketchbook tour in the month of November, so I'm deciding to do that. I'm putting off the Luke's Landspeeder because I'm lazy, but that'll come probably someday. A different Landspeeder just fell on the floor. Yeah, I'm piecing this one together, it's from the Battle Pack, but I got most of it, I just need a couple more pieces. These are going to be hard. Anyway, onto the sketchbook, and I got this for free. My grandpa gave it to me, and it's become a bit disheveled, but I mean, I've used it a lot, so I've actually completed it, so it's had its good use. Which I still use it actually for testing different things. But this is just like tests for different hairstyles if I don't know if it's going to work and I want to test it here first. It also sees a lot of different styles. Like this was original one I used. Then we got into this, which is a little, I actually kind of like it, but kind of good. Then we got to this one, and then this guy, which I copied him from a different piece I made. So that's kind of interesting. Some Serenals. Those are the soldiers with the weird helmet that I showed off in a short. You don't know. Oh, this is a different one. The arms are weird. I don't know why I did the arms like that. I guess I was just testing it out, but that's very different, you could say. Kind of looks like a... I don't know, actually. The one thing with these old drawings, I've noticed, the arms are, like, inward, so they actually cover up the torso a bit, which is definitely not good for your posture. And the legs aren't separated, so that changes as we go on, so you'll have to see that. We don't talk about this creature. It was from a dream, so you can expect it to be a bit weird. I spelled protocol wrong, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, that was a horrifying dream, but weird creature that I'm not very good at drawing scary creatures. I'm good at drawing humanoid, like very interesting weird humanoid things, but not weird creatures like this. Surprisingly. Oh yeah, those are the characters from the dream. The lady, and then this guy. He has bad posture again. Okay, first time using color in the sketchbook, and I should have done all red and white. I think that would have looked better, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have turned out good either way because that head is a bit too small. There's no jaw. He is a mouth breather. So, yeah. But the arms are getting better, I think, maybe. Well, that's certainly a different drawing. 2 pages later, and then there's this, which isn't too bad. I don't know if it uses smudging. I think it may use smudging, which I never do anymore. At least in the face. Yeah, I think it does in the face and the body, which is kind of odd. I don't do smudging. I just do all slowly, very careful scribbling now. 2 more people. I think that's glasses. Are those glasses? No, those are just very weird eyes, which is a theme for this. Really testing out eye styles in most of these. Okay, we have a cool ship design from a dream, I think. The drop pods or whatever. Very interesting. But well, not too weird. This is a good one. It's not good, but it's not bad. I'd say it's a bit different. It's more like an action scene, which I had to erase a lot. Which the one thing with the sketchbook I noticed, it doesn't erase well, and it really rips the pages if you do that. Which like down here, I was able to hide it, I think. But yeah, there's a big hole right here. Yeah, it's not the best, but I think it looks relatively good for what I did back then. Now there's glasses, I think, right? Yeah, those are glasses. Very odd looking, but glasses nonetheless. And I think I don't do glasses much. I don't know why. Or specs, as you can call them. Designed for a cardboard gun, also from a dream. I don't know why, but I based this off a dream, and then the Olympics because that was going on. I saw this cool snipers, and I had a dream that exactly the night before, so I was like, okay, might as well design a cool rifle. So I did that. I think I didn't build it, but I think it's cool. Okay, here's another one of those weird portraits. This one It's not as good as the other one. I'd say the face is a bit squashed to the bottom. She has like a 7 head, not even a 4 head, just 7 head. So yeah, I think I either should have made the head a bit smaller or the face a little longer, which hopefully I correct. Ooh, this is a colored one. Kind of interesting. Very. That's a like an alien, I think. I don't know anymore. It has a weird alien immovable legs with the. You don't get access to kneecaps. Haven't unlocked that ability yet. But that's kind of interesting. It's like a hunter and then prey, I think. I don't know. But it was interesting. Oh, there's a like a ice pop or lollipop thing. So that's kind of interesting. Very weird dress. I think I want to do like a proper type suit in the back, but I don't think it turned out very good. But it's not terrible. I'd say that. It's not terrible. At least I use color, which I try to do a lot more now. Oh, here's a child. That's surprising. I usually don't draw kids for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I really just don't have a need to draw them. But, or I don't have a reason to really, because, I don't know. That eye is extremely messed up. Is it like a bubble gum or something? I don't know. Kind of interesting. Usually don't draw children, but I guess I did this time. And it's not that bad, surprisingly. Here's a cool concept for like a laser pistol, I think. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, you look here and you say, okay, it's not too bad. It's kind of odd, but not too bad. Then you get to the face. I feel like the eyes, I don't know. It's not bad, but it's not good. I can't really pinpoint exactly why, but maybe the neck's a bit thick. But I don't think that's the real problem. Maybe the head's a bit too small or the eyes are a bit too big. I don't know. It's a bit weird. They're definitely not far apart, I don't think, because the eyes are about one eye in between. So, kind of weird. Maybe the nose. I don't know. It's a bit odd, but it's not bad for new eye style. Okay, here we have some tests for some robots, which I think they turned out pretty good. Specifically this one. This is the first one I did. I think it's not too bad. I think it looks kind of interesting. Little weird bug-eyed robot. And then this thing, which I had an idea about. This one's not bad either. I do like the face on this one. It's a bit different, but I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. The cuffs on the arm, which I do like. I really like. And I think that's inspired by murder drones, because they have those on the arms in murder drones. But, yeah, very nice. I don't think it's too bad. At least for an old drawing. Ooh, here's the first concept art for that character I showed. Oh, we can't show that. That's actually the unmasked version. You haven't seen that yet. Which you probably won't see. But this is the original concept art for the project that is now Project Cut and Run. Back then it was called Flight Test. So that's kind of interesting. I did keep that. Most of the actual design from this old one in the new character, just changed around a bit, like the armor is a bit different in the new one, which you didn't see the armor in the first test animation. Then again, nobody watched the first test animation, but still, yeah, maybe some more concept art on that will be coming soon, but we'll see. Oh, here's a landscape. Landscape drawings aren't too bad. I like landscape drawings, but I usually don't do them. This kind of was a dream. It's like on a post-apocalyptic world where people are still fighting to survive. And there's bandits and exploding buildings. So, that's normal. Okay, so here's a test on just working with a more realistic body. And I don't think it turned out too good, but I think we do another right here. And that actually turns out not too bad. I'd say the neck's a bit too far back on the shoulders here, but it's not too bad, surprisingly, considering it was the second test for that. I like trying new styles and new things. Although the eyes are different, I do change the eyes a lot in these drawings because I'm really experimenting at this point. Here's a tank, kind of cool. I think I watched Mark Rober. They had that tank with the weird angled thing, and I thought that was a cool design, so I kind of was inspired by that to build an actual tank with a turret and some tracks. Kind of interesting. Another interesting character. Kind of like a weird lady, I guess. I don't really know what she's supposed to be. She's not like a villain, but she's definitely not a hero. I can't really tell what I was going for here. Also, I forgot to erase this line for the legs originally. So that's kind of interesting that I forgot that. Here's not a Serenal, but a soldier of Kostan, which is a weird made-up planet in my weird drawing universe thing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but it's going pretty well. Anyway, yeah, it's certainly different. Here's just a guy, I guess, bodyguard or whatever he was. I don't know, but he exists, so just thought I'd show him. Ooh, now this is a bit odd, but it's a test for muscles, actually. Which, I did the weird face on that one, but I think it didn't turn out too bad, actually. I think it's kind of good, surprisingly. Not so much on the legs, but on specifically the abdomen and the pectoral area up here. Also the deltoids and the arms and everything. I think it turned out pretty good. This is another drawing, or not even a drawing, but a drawing test page. Which is something I don't do much, but I do it a lot now. Or I didn't do it in the past, but it's testing out how to do fabric folds, mainly. And I never really mastered it, but I think that's probably slightly... It's not bad. Not too bad. This is actually one I may have shown off on the daily art videos or shorts, but I think it turned out pretty good. It's another dream, which I do like drawing my dreams. I would definitely advise doing that if you have a cool idea. I don't draw scenes from my dreams for some reason. I should. I just draw the characters, and I think that's kind of interesting. I think it turned out pretty good. I do like the clothes I actually put on these guys. He's a bit bland, but he's... I don't know. He's the smart, intelligent one of the group. That's why he has glasses, and he's dapper. But this guy's cool. I like how I did the little thing here. I don't know what you call that. I really don't. But I think it looks good. Here's an actually not too trash creature. The arm is trash, but the rest of him is a bit... isn't bad, surprisingly. Which is something rare when I start drawing these type of creatures. Again, from a dream. The D means dream. Yes, I'm in the 270s with how many I've drawn. I haven't done one in probably a month or two, but I did like doing that a while ago. I probably still should, but I don't have many dreams anymore because, well, I don't have much time to sleep with school, so I'm not able to get into that nice sleeping time. Here's another one of those test pages. This one is a bit different. It's not as full. But that was testing, like, perspective, also a new eye style, which I never kept. And that's supposed to be shadow, but it's not too good, obviously. So this is one that I did again, and I think it looks pretty good. It's the head's long, but that's how it's actually supposed to be. I don't know where I was going with this, but I think it turned out not too bad. It's more kind of realistic. The eyes are a bit odd, but I think it turned out nice, as I keep saying. Here we go. This is another one I showed off in the daily art shorts. There we go. But kind of interesting. I did more realistic style for the guy, especially his face. His face actually looks pretty good. His hair's different from what I normally do, and I think he turned out pretty nice. And then the weird robot girl thing, it's also pretty nice. I did some perspective, actually. Made the characters off to the side, which I do a lot. I do like doing. I don't do much, but I do like doing it. This is another one, just a more plain one, but I think I was testing out different ways to do skirts as well in here. And I don't think it turned out too bad, but not the greatest. Here we have this lady who's, I guess, is like I don't know, private investigator? I don't even know, but kind of interesting, like a detective. I'm not sure, but I do like the hat. That's one thing I will give this drawing. The hat and the shadow created by it isn't too bad, which is surprising. I usually don't do shadows well, but especially on video. In person, it's not as good, but on video, it actually looks not too bad. This is a more interesting, page for concepts. This one's normal. I was like, oh yeah, I want to draw a person, and I don't know how the head will turn out. So let's test it here. And then I got into the very creepy art because I did one drawing with a pen after seeing a single video, and it turned out really, really good, which I may be able to find it actually. So I did this horrific creature with just pen. No, I think I used pencil for the outline, but then I used pen for the shading and everything, used hatching mainly, and cross-hatching. So I think that turned out pretty good, but I decided I want to do some more ones, some more creepy stuff, so I started doing concepts here. And I was going to do some, landscape one, and other things like that. I also mastered, or tried to master, drawing skulls, which that one was really good. I drew weird centipedes going out of it, but I actually really like the shape of that one. And I'm not too bad at drawing skulls now, just off memory. But that's kind of an interesting, weird page. Also, I should do a daily art on that one. Anyway, you may now see that I'm over the 15-minute mark, which either I am over the 15-minute mark, or you're not seeing this video right now, because I have to put it back down because the verification didn't work. But I should be not verified, but I should be able to upload longer videos, and I am able to change thumbnails now, so I'm able to do that. So this will have a custom thumbnail, but it's kind of interesting. Anyway, another character. I think it turned out pretty good. I think those are supposed to be like tights, or not tights, but like I don't know what you call them, like leggings. I'm not sure, but they're not bad. I don't think it's too bad. I have to work on many things, but this is another one I did. Oh yeah, here's a good one. I did this just randomly because I could, and I think it turned out pretty good. What I am working on now is working on the folds, which I used to do just these lines, but I now do like triangular folds, which I don't think I have any. No, I don't have any thing to show you, but I do like triangular folds. Like this one down here is a bit more triangular, and I think that turns out pretty good if you do it correctly. But I do like the face I did on this one. I think that turned out very nice. Here's another one I also made a daily art on. Also the previous one I think I also did, but this one I definitely did. And I think it turned out really good. Even now I actually really like it. It's like a sports thing, I think, because it has the weird face paint. And I think it looks pretty good. I liked the way I made an interesting outfit. That was my goal with this one, to make an interesting outfit, because sometimes I make bland outfits, especially back then. I used to do just a skirt and either a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or something, or maybe a tank top if you're lucky. But this one, I challenged myself to make an interesting outfit, and I did that pretty well, I think, because, well, I haven't made anything like it since, really, in this, so I think I did good making something unique. Here's another one, bit less interesting of an outfit, but I did like I included some X's and patches or whatever they're supposed to be on there, and I think it turned out pretty good. I also have longer socks, because, I don't know, it was a massive, weird, cold night in another dream. So, yeah, I had to do long socks, long stockings. This I did originally in pencil, and then I outlined it, or not outlined it, but I redid it in pen. So I think it turned out pretty good. I messed up on the face, so I just drew like a bandage on there, and like a little scar underneath it. But I did like how I did the cheekbones. They're not great, and I think they take up a bit too much, and the head's not really not that good to support where the cheekbones are, but I really like how I did the shading on that. Not bad, surprisingly. Also, this guy's kind of cool. I like him. I should do more weird sideburns and weird beards and stuff. I think that'd be interesting. But yeah, kind of interesting. I have a drawing I made. Oh yeah, another dream, but D72. Wait, wasn't I just on D80? Yeah, so I may or may not have accidentally messed up the count at one point, so I may have to actually change that. There we go, the lazy man's way of fixing it. Just cover it up. Another one I have in a daily art video, and this one is probably my favorite out of the entire book. I may actually rip this out of the book someday just to have on like a display if I ever do that. Which, if I did, I don't know where I'd put it, but I think it's a very good drawing. I actually spent time on it, which is something I usually don't do. Which is why some of my art's not too good. I've been better at it now, but in the past, I usually spent like 30 minutes on it, and I was like, okay, this is taking too long. And then I quit it, and I never did anything with it again. But now, but doing it like this, where I actually just kept on it, and I did that for like an hour, actually. We were watching a movie at my grandparents' house, and it was nighttime, and one of my siblings told me that it looks like she would be laying in leaves in like a fall thing, or laying on a bed. So I was like, okay, that's actually a really good idea. So I did that. And by fall, I mean like autumn, because America. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good, and I do enjoy it still. Ooh, here we have a good character. This is one I actually originally didn't like the face of. But now that I look at it, I actually really like the face. Especially the bottom eye, which is the main thing I didn't like about it. I think it turned out, or I thought it turned out bad, but now looking back at it, I actually really like it. And the hand, I used to do hands like just, I don't know, I don't have anything to show it, but it was not like that. So I think that turned out not too bad. Also, I started with the posing, or actually started a while ago with posing, where I try to put unique poses, even if it's just like, they're not, I never have them the same as the other. Even if it's like a couple degrees for like a foot to a different side, I never like having it symmetrical. Here we have a full Serenal, which is kind of interesting. Again, it's these weird soldiers with the cool helmets. This is actually a good design for one, actually. Much more detailed than I usually do, but I think it was originally, I don't know, but it may have been a test for the animation thing that I'm working on. But it's not how it turned out right now. Or no, this was a test for this shoulder pad, which I actually made out of cardboard before that, and I wanted to give it a use. So I kind of drew up a design for it, like a heavy armor officer or something. I don't know. Here we have some more tests. This is a more interesting test for an eye, and I think that turned out pretty good. But this is what I really wanted to show on this page. Oh yeah, this guy, eyebrow raise. I was testing that for a different drawing, which I got. I don't know if I got that right, but not too bad. I think the eyebrow needed to be thicker. That was a problem. But here is actually like a test for lighting. Now, I never do light seriously, or I used to not, and I still don't really do drawings with specific light or shadows because I'm not good with shading. That's the one thing I really need to work on, but I think this one turned out pretty good. And I do like that. Here's a really good one. I actually spent I think I worked on this over a day, just one day, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's a sports team that I made entirely up in my dream. I think it was the Red Cups or something. I don't know. It doesn't have any marking on it, but I think it was the Red Cups sports team. Like a budget Red Sox or something. I don't know. Here's another portrait, and I actually think that looks pretty good. And I actually did the eyes, I think slightly above where they should be because the nose is very low down. Very, very low down. It should be going up and then the orbital bone, but I only do that now, really, and I guess that wasn't a thing back then that I did. I don't know what this was a test for, or even if it was a test in the first place, but it never turned out. That's what many of my drawings turn out to be. They never turn out, but that's just something you have to live with. And one thing I would advise, if you're starting art, or even if you're continuing art, and you keep failing, I'd advise going until you don't think it's bad. Like, even if it means you're redrawing a massive portion of your art, I'd say keep working on it. Finish the piece of art, because then at least you tried, and then you didn't give up. So I think that's some good advice. And it would appear that that is the final page. Well, anyway, if you did enjoy this really, really long video, then I guess subscribe and like. I don't know. I don't care. But I don't really care about likes, honestly. I mainly care about just people enjoying my stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time, where hopefully it is not this long of a video, because I don't know if I can take it anymore.